What is up, YouTube? Zan Rahman. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the difference between a refeed and a cheat meal. And before we get into it, I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian. Okay, I'm not claiming to know anything. This is just what I think based on the best of my knowledge, and this is just my opinion. All right, so I'm not telling you to believe what I say, and this is just for the purpose of entertainment and education. Okay, so I see this is something that's trending right now, refeeds, and some of you might be wondering what a refeed is. So I thought I'll do this video and point out the major differences between a refeed and a cheat meal. And most of the scenarios that I'll talk about in this video would be related to people who are on a calorie deficit. Okay, if you're not particularly on a calorie deficit, if you're on maintenance or a surplus, then maybe you can get away with more cheat meals. If you're someone who's blessed with a relatively fast metabolism and a good rate of BMR, and you have a high NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, then you might be able to get away with having cheat meals. Okay, you may not necessarily gain weight having cheat meals, and you might just get away with eating whatever you want. So, most of those people may not be able to relate to this video or the information that I share in it. But like I said, if you're someone who's trying to lose weight, who's been on a calorie deficit for a significant amount of time, and who needs to be on a calorie deficit for a particular period of time, then you might find this information relatable. Okay, so what a cheat meal is, it's anything. Okay, it's whatever the fuck you want to eat, and your body may or may not be able to utilize it in the best way, um, considering your fitness goals. Okay, whatever they might may be, whether to lose weight, to build muscle, or both, or whatever that you're trying to do. Okay, like with a cheat meal, you can have whatever you want. Okay, you could have a pizza or ice cream, and most of the calories that you get from these meals would be from carbohydrates and fats. They are particularly low protein, so like I said, it would not necessarily be something that would be contributing significantly to the progress with your fitness goals. So, cheat meal is basically whatever you want to eat. All right. Refeed is having a higher amount of clean carbs, the same carbs that you would have on your meals typically. Okay, whether it's oats or bread or potatoes or rice or any other source of carbohydrate that you like to have and incorporate into your diet on a day-to-day basis. Okay, just a higher volume of it. Uh, like I said, for someone who's been in a calorie deficit for a long time, if you're taking your carbs too low, then you might want to do a refeed day on your week where you would be having a higher volume of carbs. And this higher volume would depend from person to person. It might be 200 grams for some people, it might be 400 grams for others, it might be 900 grams for other people. Okay, so that typically depends on what your goals are, how your macros and your calorie intake is set up, and what you weigh, and all of those factors and variables. Okay, so like I said, essentially, refeed is having a cleaner amount of having a higher amount of clean carbs that you have regularly on your diet. And why do you incorporate refeeds into your diet? Well, if you're in a calorie deficit for a long time, then something called metabolic breakdown can take place, and I can do a more detailed video about metabolic breakdown and what it is, and also how you can um, primarily utilize refeeds and cheat meals, and how they can really work if you're trying to lose weight, if you're in a calorie deficit. What is the actual science and mechanism of how a refeed or a cheat meal might be beneficial in the aspects of you trying to lose weight or trying to progress with your fitness goals. Okay, so let me know if you want me to do detailed videos about these topics, metabolic breakdown, and how you can utilize a cheat meal and refeeds. And I'll just touch on it a little bit in this video so you get a broader picture about what I'm trying to get at here. So, as I was saying, If you're trying to lose weight, if you're in a calorie deficit where your carbs are too low, then you might want to incorporate refeed days on your diet so that you can replenish your glycogen stores. Glycogen, like I've talked about plenty of times, is a form of glucose that is stored into your muscles as a reserve of energy. Okay, so your body burns this glycogen when you exercise, and your muscles being full of this glycogen is what gives your muscles the full round look that you might experience from time to time. Okay, so if you're on very low carbs, then you would be depleting your glycogen stores progressively throughout your week, and then incorporating these refeed days where you're having a higher volume of clean carbs that you regularly have on your diet would allow your body to replenish your glycogen stores, and then your body won't really be storing the excess calories from the excess carbohydrates as fat, okay, and they would be stored as glycogen, which would not really hinder you from your progress, and would also enable you to keep training hard and to the maximum abilities of your performance. Okay, like I said, a cheat meal is anything that you'd like to have. Okay, typically a cheat meal would only be beneficial on a calorie deficit if your calories are so low throughout the week that having a cheat meal won't throw your calorie balance out of the equation. Okay, so even when you incorporate that cheat meal into your diet, your calories would not go over your weekly deficit. Okay, you would not be getting into a surplus. You would still be maintaining a deficit throughout the week after having that cheat meal. And in that sense, a cheat meal would only be beneficial if your calories are restricted so low throughout your week that having that cheat meal would still keep you in a calorie deficit. Okay, so that's the only scenario in which you can keep losing weight while having your cheat meal, and essentially you would not need a cheat meal if your calories and macros are at a point that is optimal, where your calories are not too low and you still have enough energy, and you keep losing weight consistently throughout a longer period of time and have enough energy to function and train hard. That is the optimal way to lose weight. But then again, different scenarios, different approaches can apply to different people, and some of your trainers or coaches or dietitians might put you on a diet where you're having pretty low calories throughout your week and then having a cheat meal at the end of your week for whatever reason. Okay, and once again, that is the only scenario where you would still be progressing with weight loss after having that cheat meal. Okay, that cheat meal should not get your weekly calories over your maintenance. You still need to be in a deficit throughout the week to keep losing weight. All right, and a cheat meal might also be beneficial in the same sense as a refeed. Okay, the extra calories, extra carbs that you might be getting from the cheat meal if your body is too depleted in calories and nutrients and in carbohydrates and glycogen, then your body might utilize the extra calories and carbohydrates from the cheat meal to build up more glycogen, fill up your glycogen stores, and also metabolic breakdown. Okay, what it is that I did a video earlier talking about the natural tendency of the body, which is to survival, right? So your body does not have a priority to lose weight or build muscle. Okay, that just comes from you changing around the variables like your diet and your exercise and your recovery and all that good stuff to get you the results that you want. Okay, so if you want to check out the video, I'll add it to the end screen to this one, so you get a better idea about all these concepts. And like I was saying, metabolic breakdown. So when you're on calories that are below your maintenance, your body goes into believing that you're starving. Okay, there's a deficit of foods and you don't have enough food around you. So when you're consistently having lower calories, what your body essentially does is it might slow down your metabolism so that it utilizes those lower calories for a longer period of time. Okay, so it might take longer to digest those calories. So what it would do essentially is slow down your digestion. Okay, so that it can still continue working on something close to maintenance on those lower calories. And in these scenarios, what a refeed or a cheat meal can do is it can start up your metabolism. Okay, you might have heard about this from a lot of people, whoever you are following, whoever you are listening to, whoever you count on for the good fitness advice. Okay, and speeding up your metabolism or kickstarting it or whatever. So this is what essentially a refeed or cheat meal can do, because in these scenarios your body goes into believing that there is a surplus of food. Your body senses a surplus of food, and then your metabolism can step up or rev up, because your body has more calories to work with. So to incorporate all those calories, to integrate it into your digestive system, your body can speed up your metabolism. And once your metabolism speeds up, then you can utilize your faster metabolism for a certain period of time to process lower value of calories, so that you keep your metabolism fast and also continue to keep losing weight. But of course, to keep progressively losing weight, overall you need to be in a calorie deficit. Okay, your calories throughout your week, they need to be below your maintenance calories. And that is the only way when you can progress with weight loss. Okay, once again, you can't change the laws of thermodynamics. I've talked about it repeatedly. You would be getting a Nobel Prize if you manage to prove that you can, because you would have discovered a source of unlimited energy which would solve a lot of the world's problems. So, calories in, calories out. It works all the time. It works with everyone, no matter where your thyroid levels are, or whatever other complaints you have related to your genetics or whatever. So if you're trying to lose weight overall, you need to be in a deficit throughout the week. But there are certain scenarios where you might be having such low calories and carbs throughout your week that incorporating refeed days or uh, a cheat meal or even a cheat day, if that's what your plan allows you to do, might allow you to speed up your metabolism, store the excess carbohydrates and calories as glycogen, so that you can keep training hard and your metabolism keeps working, and you can keep losing weight that way. So that's all I had to talk about, I guess, in this video. I hope you get an idea about how refeeds and cheat meals can work if you're trying to lose weight, if you're on a calorie deficit, if you've been on a calorie deficit for a long time. And I hope you got an idea about what refeeds and cheat meals typically are. Okay, so if you have any more questions, you can leave it in the comments. I would be happy to answer those. And do let me know what you thought about the video. If you like it, and share it with someone who it might help, who might gain something from this knowledge. Let me know what the topics you want me to talk about related to training or dieting or fitness or whatever. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.